Hey everyone, it's Darin Triolo with Triolo Realty Group at Keller Williams Realty. I hope that everyone's doing well, staying safe, staying healthy amidst the pandemic. Wanted to address in this video a market update on the 2020 market. We've been getting a ton of questions from our clients asking us what's going on, what's happening out there. They're getting macro statistics nationally that don't make sense for what's happening in San Diego. So I'm going to share some slides and some data. I hope your eyes don't glaze over, but I'm going to share my screen here and hop into a quick PowerPoint and address this with everyone here. So we'll talk about where has the market been coming into 2020, what's the impact of COVID-19, and then where are we going? So let's start with the number of showings. So this graph here shows, coming out of January at the beginning of the year, we were seeing showing activity. This is the number of people out looking at real estate was on the rise. Pandemic got labeled and we dropped almost 50% in volume on the number of showings that happened. And it wasn't really until really the second or third week of May that we started to see showings and buyers kind of re-enter the marketplace, but they re-entered at a very high rate. And you can see we've been on the rise. We always have a little bit of a dip on the July 4th holiday, but we're back up, heading back up into a lot of showing activity. When you look at the San Diego market and the inventory of homes for sale in 2020 versus the last couple of years, we're actually down 50% in the detached market off of the volume of what we would normally be at this time of year. These are June statistics from San Diego Association of Realtors. So you can see we're down significantly with the number of homes for sale. I think COVID has put a lot of people's real estate needs on hold, and then other people are seeing opportunity and taking action. When we look at the new listings, same story. In June, we were down 20% in the detached home market, down 10% off the inventory year over year from June of 2020 to June of 2019. So less homes for sale on the San Diego market. What's really interesting and a driver of the activity that we're seeing right now is that the number of pending sales, these are the sales that are under contract, is actually up 20 to 25%. So when you have this happen, when you have very low inventory and you have very high demand, the number of homes that people can buy is just not enough to satiate the demand of motivated buyers. So we're seeing a lot of properties go under contract very, very fast in multiple offers, and that's creating a great market for a seller and sometimes a challenging market for a buyer. When we look at closed sales, not surprisingly, we are down on the number of closed sales. Remember that the inventory is down 50%. So it's not surprising that year over year, we're actually down on the number of closed sales in the San Diego market. So what does all of this mean? You're looking at my graphs. Let me dumb it down for you. On the picture on the left, you can see there's a lot of motivated qualified buyers in San Diego. And on the right, there's not a lot of homes for them to buy. So in very, very simple supply and demand economics, when you have high buyer demand and not a lot of supply, you see multiple offers, you see people competing, and you see prices being driven up. On the listing side of the business, if you're thinking about selling, phenomenal time to sell. It's not the case with every single market, this low inventory, high demand. But I would definitely say the more affordable markets of San Diego are definitely seeing this. We're seeing price appreciation in the more affordable markets. Even Fannie Mae revised their quote about the third quarter strength of the market. They're bumping up their expectations for home price growth and purchase mortgage originations. Again, that's a very macro comment. That's very nationwide. Same with the economists from the Wall Street Journal that talk about the Nike swoosh recovery curve. If I get back to the housing market recovery index, again, this is a national statistic. You see this is a little bit like a Nike swoosh as far as market recovery. This is based on demand, supply, price, and time on market. When COVID hit, we dropped precipitously down here to the 83 baseline, and we're almost back up to the February 1st baseline from a market recovery perspective. So what does that mean again in San Diego? If you look at the median sales price, in detached and attached, it's actually up. We're up to $687 on the median detached priced homes for sale. When you look at the average sales price, same thing. We're up in numbers as far as appreciation is concerned. Now, just to, again, that's very macro, but just to give you one example of where is not over abundant demand is in the luxury markets. Let's take Rancho Santa Fe, for instance. Inventory above $2 million. There's 148 homes for sale. There's only 16 that closed escrow in the last 30 days. That means there's 9 months of inventory. That means if nothing new came on the market in Rancho Santa Fe above 2 million, it would take 9 months to sell everything. Anytime you're above 5 or 6 months of inventory, you're actually in a buyer's market. So San Diego County as a whole has 1 month of inventory, way below 5 or 6 months of inventory. So that's a very, very deep seller's market. But again, if you're a homeowner in Rancho Santa Fe and you're hiring a realtor that's working off of San Diego stats, you're probably going to be in trouble. So the moral of the story is you really need to work with an agent and a team that understands the market and understands the difference in price points, because the top tier of price in each local micro market is taking a little bit longer to sell. The more affordable homes are selling very, very fast with multiple offers and prices are being bid up. If you know of anyone that's been considering selling and just hasn't done it yet, we'd love to speak with them. If you have friends that are frustrated with the buying side, they've written 5, 6, 7, 10 offers and haven't gotten an offer accepted, and they want a fresh perspective, definitely reach out, have them connect with us. And those, of course, people that want to sell investment properties and get into better cash flow or better returns, we can help them with that as well. If you have questions about this market, this crazy market in 2020, definitely give me a call. You can reach me at 858-206-8000 or via email, Darin@triolorealty.com. Thank you again for watching the video. I know this was a little bit longer of a video, but I did want to share these statistics, and we look forward to being that resource for you. Stay safe, stay healthy.